Hello everyone and welcome back. So to my American viewers, happy Thanksgiving. To everybody else that does not celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you all are having a good day. So today's mani tutorial is on this lovely winter snowflake mani. And it's nice and simple. And it is really hard to there you go. I was gonna say it's really hard to capture all of the shimmers in this. This is a really shimmery, sparkly mani, and even on camera, I just can't capture its beautiful shimmer. In person, this is even more vibrant. So I have my tips prepped and ready to go. So there's not a whole lot of products involved in this one. Like I said, this one's kind of on the simple side. But I used Beetle's white gel polish, 2 coats. I used McCart's Chrome Queen. It's a nice, beautiful silver. I got this in a multi-pack. It was a 6 polish pack, one of which was black, and then the rest were all a magnetic color. I used McCart's top coat. Now I have 2 different bottles of it here, but it's the same thing. It's both McCart's Snow Wipe top coat. Just this one's getting kind of low, so I grabbed another bottle. And I used Maniology's Twinkle Toes B497. It's a beautiful shimmery blue. I used Maniology's M418, the stamping plate. I used some ABS crystals. I used the smallest one in the container. And finally, I used a Aurora chrome powder. You can use, they come in many different colors. This one's got a lot of blues and purples in it. But you don't want anything that's like a solid color. I got this in a multi-pack. And I'm going to demonstrate what I'm talking about when I say a solid color chrome powder. You want one that's kind of a translucent looking one. Otherwise, it's not going to have the effect you're looking for. Another one to show would be like this emerald green. And the powder itself is very green. Not white and kind of translucent like this one is. So as you can see in the lid, it's very kind of a translucent color. Another example of one of those would be this one right here. This is another one that's an Aurora powder, and this is what it looks like over black. But when it's not over black, it has different effects. So, all right, so what we are going to do, I'm going to get started here. I've already got my 2 coats of white, and you have to go very thin because it's very pigmented and it will not cure properly if you don't, just because of how pigmented it is. So we're also going to need either an eyeshadow applicator or a silicone applicator for the chrome powder. You're probably going to want some kind of wax pickup tool for your rhinestones and a magnet. So I'm going to grab Chrome Queen by McCart. And we're going to put a thin coat covering the entire nail. And then we're going to take our magnet to the sides, and we're going to bring these shimmers to the surface. You may have to play with it a bit to get it to do what you want. I am still in the learning process of I can't do this as fast as some of the professionals I've seen, just because I'm not as practiced. It can be kind of hard to manipulate these pigments the way you want. So you may need to practice a little bit. That's okay. If it gets to a point where you can't even really see the pigments shifting around, just take your brush, dip it in the polish, and go across. And just basically reset. Sometimes you kind of have to do a reset. But your goal is to get all that lovely sparkle across the nail. Get it nice and vibrant. Because it's kind of a pain. This part's the hardest part of the entire process. And look at that lovely sparkle, guys. So that's what it'll look like. So let's go ahead and get the other 4 complete. Pop that in the lamp. And we're going to go in and do it again. Okay, so that one went up easily. Woo! Sorry, guys. And the lamp is almost ready for the next one. Okay. I'm going to set that one off to the side. Put that one on the lamp. Get that one started. This one's being more stubborn than the previous one. There we go. As you can see, we have this beautiful shimmer. Just like this one has a nice beautiful shimmer. Excuse me, sorry guys. I'm still struggling a little bit with some congestion. I am doing better than I was, don't get me wrong. But the cold I had is trying to form into a sinus infection, and it's been quite the battle. So I've had some asthmatic bronchitis type reactions from all of it. So I apologize if I start coughing suddenly due to the drainage. Oh cool, this one seems to be going quite nicely too. I love it when they don't give me fights. I love it when I manage to get it really quickly and easily. I am improving in the magnetic polish realm. Okay. So now, go in. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. So now we have that stunning shimmer. This last one. Start prepping these with the no wipe top coat so we can apply our Aurora chrome powder. And then when the other one comes out, we will prep it as well. And pop it in the lamp for 30 seconds. For the magnetic color, any color polish, you want at least 60 seconds. That includes the magnetic ones, because the pigment does interfere with the light penetration some, so you want, in order for it to cure fully, you want at least 60 seconds. Or whatever the bottle instructions tell you, but I've always seen 60 seconds. I've never seen any that said 30 or any that said 90 or anything like that. It's always said 60. So that seems to be standard cure time for most gel polishes. Now, I am not filming this the actual day of Thanksgiving. This is just the release day. This is actually being filmed the day before. So you can probably hear my child in the background just having a good old time listing off numbers and all of that. That is my youngest, and he absolutely loves numbers. Alright, so we're going to pop this in the lamp for 30 seconds. Now we're going to need our Aurora Chrome Powder and a form of applicator. Alright, so now that the no wipe top coat has been applied, this is what it looks like. Look at all that shimmer, guys. Look at all that shimmer, all that beautiful shimmer. Like I said, it's hard to see this on camera in comparison to real life, and it's absolutely stunning in person. I wish I could capture the look of this better. Okay, so now we're going to burnish in our Aurora Chrome Powder. Don't worry if it looks dull. Trust the process. Once you add another layer of top coat, it will not look dull. I can assure you it will not. Burnish that in good. To give maximum shine. I guess I had some issues with the top coat. How unfortunate. Make sure that the top coat goes across the entire nail, because otherwise you're going to have some funny looking spots like this right here. Thankfully it's not too noticeable. And ultimately I could buff the nail and redo that. So that's probably what I'll end up doing. Not something I was hoping to have to do, but this is not exactly a bad thing because it'll help show problems that can arise. Okay, so I'm going to top coat these so I don't have to worry about them getting ruined by me messing with this one. And I'll show you how to correct that. And notice as I swipe the top coat on, it gets that beautiful glowy shine that the sample I showed you guys already has. It's no longer dull looking, it's got beautiful shimmer. And that is stunning. I love the top coat phase, where everything starts to come together. Now, you may be wondering, why are you top coating if you're going to have to stamp and then top coat again? That is because if my stamp gets messed up and I have to swipe over it with alcohol to remove the stamp, it does not take the chrome powder with it. This is just a safety net, so to speak, because once that chrome powder comes off of the no wipe top coat, there's no reapplying it without doing another layer of top coat. So this is just a safety net so you don't have ridiculous amount of layers. So yes, you could stamp before top coating. Would I recommend it? No, because you are setting yourself up for potential massive catastrophe failure. So it could cause a waste of product, it could cause an overabundance of product and not having the end result you want. So as stated, you know, this is a safety net layer just to make your life easier. Okay, so on to fixing this one. Let me zoom in on this to show you what had happened. So, if I can get this dang thing to focus, if you look right here on this corner, and you see the gel did not go all the way down and I did not see it before it was cured, and so now I have this weird indentation and gap, okay, with the chrome powder accentuating it. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some isopropyl alcohol because we're going to need to clean up any dust particles before applying a coat. But we are going to get the buffing block. I have to move the camera for just a second. Sorry guys, it's the only way I can get into my drawer. Alright. Alright, so I got my buffing block out. And I'm going to buff the surface. So that way the top coat will stick. Let's go ahead and clean this off, and we may have to buff a little bit more. We don't want to buff too far in because then we'll lose our shimmery coat that we have in there. But we do want to buff this. Preferably not losing my sticky tab. Try this again. Okay. So we're going to buff the surface, make sure there's no shiny spots. Till the whole nail is pretty much mattified. Clean the surface. dry. And then redo our layer of top coat, ensuring to top coat the entire thing properly this time. And there's no weird bumps or lumps. As stated, I'm running low on this particular bottle of top coat, so that was part of the problem. I didn't realize that I had not applied enough. So this time around, I'm making sure there is enough top coat. And then we will apply our chrome putter. This is really pretty by itself, and it was actually, I saw something similar to this on Instagram, and that's what inspired this background. I'm not entirely sure what all products they used, but it was very similar to this in looks. And it was plain. It didn't have any like stamping or rhinestones. It was just this. And it's really pretty, don't get me wrong, but I saw that and I said, snowflakes. Snowflakes winter. This screams winter. So, alright, so now we're going to burnish in our lovely Aurora chrome powder. And this time, yeah, this time it's going to look correct. Don't need that much. All right. Okay, so now we're going to put our final layer of top coat for the Aurora powder step. We'll have one last top coat after this, but we will stamp before that. Alright, come on. I know, you're low, my bottle. Wow, this is so stunning. Sit nicely. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to grab Twinkle Toes. We're going to grab our stamper, all of our lovely stamping supplies here. And get started on the rest. So we're going to start with the thumb. In just a second, because I want my stand to make it a little easier on myself here. Okay. And we're going to take this lovely image right here. And there's my scraper card. Swipe. Pick up. Clean up around the edges. And line up the middle of the nail and go across like so. Alright. So now we're going to grab this lovely image right here. We're going to take our index finger and we're going to apply to the corner of the nail on the index, like so, for the middle. Actually, let's go ahead and skip the middle for a second so I have less cleanup here. That has to happen. We're going to grab this image right here and we're going to go to the ring finger. Clean up the excess, and then we're going to take to the lower corner of the nail. Like so. Then we're going to take this image right here with the pinky. Then we're going to take this across the top, down in a diagonal fashion. Now we'll do the middle finger. But we're going to have to clean the plate first, at least a little bit. Because we're going to need this image right here. Okay, so we're going to want to center the snowflake on the nail, like so. Go ahead and clean our plate. Then we will go in with our final touches. Oh, that went nicer than I expected it to. I expected a full-blown asthmatic coughing fit. we have entered the finish line, folks. So this is where we will have our last little bit here. Okay. So let's take our top coat. And we're going to apply our last layer of top coat. Okay. I lucked out and didn't need to open the other bottle yet. Okay, so we're going to pop that in the lamp. Right after, we take and grab one of these tiny little ABS crystals and pop that right there in the center of the snowflake. And get a final 30 seconds. Oh my goodness, my nose is all congested again. And that's it, guys. That's how I did it. So you even got a tutorial on how to fix oopses with these. But yeah, no, that's how I created this lovely mani. And I hope you all enjoyed this video and you were all having a good Thanksgiving. And like I said, for those who are not my American viewers that are not celebrating Thanksgiving because it's not their holiday. You know, I hope you all are having a good day, and this is all I really have for you guys at the moment. I am waiting on an order. I don't know when it's going to come in, but I did get the Beatles Advent calendar, and I don't know when it's going to come in, but I will have an unboxing video for you guys on the Advent calendar and all the items inside. And it, from what little I have already seen of it, it looks like it's going to be a good one. So with that being said, that's the only announcement I really have. I don't have anything else going on currently. I'm just trying to make it through the holiday belt, and having so many birthdays right next to Christmas. Both my boys was one before and one after Christmas, all kind of right there. And the neighbors' kids are a month apart from both of my boys, so generally it's just a group thing, and there's 2 birthdays in January, 2 birthdays in December, and Christmas, and it gets crazy, and we're at the end of November, so this is really about to start getting kind of crazy for me. And so bear with me. Things may be a little bit simpler on the Manny side for a little bit, but that gives you guys a variety to work with, whether you are new or experienced, or if you're just looking for something easy and simple. That gives a little bit more variety for you guys. So, and even though this is a simple snowflake mani, it is quite stunning, and the techniques involved with the gel is the main thing that's more complicated in comparison to basic stamping. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, guys, thank you all for watching. Bye.